The wind came in sharp, restless gusts across the desert ridge, carrying with it the dry scent of dust and something else, something wrong. Sergeant Lena Voss lay prone behind a fractured slab of rock, her eye fixed to the scope of her rifle. Through the crosshairs, the compound below looked quiet. Too quiet. The SEAL team moved like shadows along the perimeter, precise and confident, their formation textbook perfect, but Lena's pulse refused to settle. "I'm telling you, something's off," she whispered into her comms, her voice steady but urgent. "No heat signatures where there should be at least 4 guards, no patrol rotation. It's staged." A crackle answered her, then a dismissive tone. "Copy, Sergeant. We've got intel confirmation. Proceeding." Lena clenched her jaw. Intel confirmation. She'd heard that before, right before missions went sideways. Her instincts had been carved from years in the field, from mistakes that cost lives, and right now every nerve in her body screamed trap. Through her scope, she adjusted slightly, scanning windows, rooftops, shadows. Then she saw it. A flicker, not movement, not exactly. A distortion, heat masking, advanced and deliberate. Her breath hitched. "Commander, I've got thermal interference. Repeat, thermal interference. They're hiding something. You need to pull the team back." Silence followed. Too long. Below, the SEALs breached the outer gate. Lena's grip tightened around her rifle. No, 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 no. Then it happened. The ground near the entryway shifted, just slightly, but enough. Her trained eye caught it instantly. Pressure plates. Not just one, a chain. "Stop!" she shouted into comms. "Tripwire grid, move back!" But it was too late. One of the operators stepped forward and froze. Nothing detonated. Instead, from the rooftops and hidden panels, figures emerged as if conjured from the air itself, cloaked soldiers, weapons raised, surrounding the team in seconds. Ambush, perfectly executed. "Contact! Contact!" the comms erupted. Gunfire didn't start immediately. This wasn't chaos, it was control. The enemy had the advantage, angles, elevation. The SEALs were pinned. Lena's breathing slowed. This was the moment. Her scope shifted, locking onto a single figure stepping out from the central building. Calm, unhurried, the one giving silent commands with small hand gestures. The trap's architect. "High-valued target identified," Lena said quietly. "Request permission to engage." Below, the SEALs were being forced tighter, boxed in. Another few seconds, and it would turn into a massacre. The radio stayed silent. Then, finally, the commander's voice came through, but it was different now. Lower, controlled, and edged with something she hadn't heard before. Respect. "Sergeant, take the shot." Time slowed. The wind faded, the world narrowed to breath, heartbeat, and the crosshairs centered on the target's chest. Distance, 3,200 meters. Margin for error? None. Lena exhaled slowly, letting the tension drain from her body. Her finger rested on the trigger, not pulling, just feeling the exact moment when pressure would become action. The target paused. 1 step. 2. She fired. The recoil was soft, familiar, the sound lost to distance. For a fraction of a second, nothing happened. Then, the target dropped. Chaos exploded. The enemy formation broke instantly, confusion rippling through their ranks. Commands stopped, coordination shattered. The SEALs reacted in a heartbeat, shifting from defense to offense, exploiting the fracture. Gunfire roared. Within minutes, it was over. Silence returned to the desert. Lena stayed still, watching through her scope as the last hostile fell. One of the SEALs looked up toward her ridge, even though there was no way he could see her at that distance. "Area secure," came the voice over comms, breathing heavy but alive. Then the commander again, clear this time. "Sergeant Voss, that shot just saved my entire team." Lena finally exhaled, lowering her rifle. The tension left her muscles all at once, replaced by quiet exhaustion. "Next time," she said softly, a hint of steel in her voice, "maybe listen before it gets to that point." There was a pause. Then, almost reluctantly, "Copy that, Sergeant." The wind picked up again, sweeping across the ridge as if nothing had happened. But down below, a team walked away alive because one voice refused to be ignored, and one shot refused to miss.